Everybody now sit down, make yourself comfortable. And thank you to the praise team, Olivia, PTL, Jeffrey, and Michael, and to all the fathers. Charlie back there, I see Eric. Happy Father's Day. I see Mike. Happy Father's Day. And are there anyone that are expecting that I don't know about? That'd be cool. Brian, congratulations. How many months now? No. Seriously, you didn't invite us to the wedding. So put your hands together for our father. Yeah. Very nice. You know, this, I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday this week. I'm in my study, in my room, at my home in New Jersey, and it's nice and quiet. I'm just preparing myself, doing a lot of reading, sermon preparation, just reading. Usually that's the day. It's very nice and quiet, and all of a sudden I hear this dog go, bing bong. I go, no one ever rings my bell. We live in a very rural area. We have well water, yes. Water and all that stuff. So who rings the bell? No one rings the bell. So I go, yeah. So I go there, and then there was this guy with an arrangement of fruits. I go, okay. He looks legit. There was a truck, edible arrangement or whatever. Now, I guess it's fruits that looks supposed to be like flowers. And then I go get the key. Get the key, open the door, he gives it to me. I have no idea what this is all about. No idea. Not expecting anything. I'm reading a card. And so my second son from Atlanta, Gabe. I go, oh, he's late. He's late with my birthday gift. No, seriously, I had no idea what it was for. I'm just reading it. I'm just reading the card. He goes, well, I know I may not be able to see you Sunday. I'm down here. Just wishing you Happy Father's Day, all that mushy stuff and everything else. I was like, oh, cool. Now contrast this. I have a 14-year-old. And no, when you're 14, you're really cool, right? And he graduated this Friday. From middle school, oh my goodness, I got 4 more years of high school, 4 more years of college, and kick these guys out of here. So he's captain gambling every day, and I see him coming out. Every part of me in my heart wants to go, yo, Joshua, yeah. I know better. Don't say it. Because all the other times that I've ever tried when he gets awards and ceremonies at school and everything else, one time he goes like this, he texts me right before the ceremony. He goes, Dad, do not call out my name. And then he goes like this, I am so serious. I get it. I totally get it. Different stages of our lives. They're just different ways of just thinking. Question to all of you. Very simple. What is one thing? All right, just think just very different. What is one thing that you want in a father? I think it's a very, very good question to ask. I think it's a hugely important question. See, fathers, they impact all of our lives so very, very much. Your relationship, ladies, your relationship with your dad is so critical to your security, self-esteem, and well-being. Did you know that? It's so critical. So my question to all the young men as well, too, and to all the young ladies, just think for a moment right now. What is one thing that you want in a father? And you said, if I have that, good dad. If I have that, that's a good dad. So I asked that question among some of my friends, and I hear this, unconditional love. My dad loves me regardless. I could do whatever it is, I could mess up. Unconditional love. That was something else. Another one, acceptance. Total acceptance. I want my dad to be able to totally accept me for who I am. Another one, encourager. He has encouraged me. So question to all of you, you might not pick any of those three. What is one thing that you want in a dad? And you go, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Whatever that comes to your mind, you said, I need to have that. Not just one. I need to have that, then I know. Yes. Write that down. It's so important. Hugely important. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you're not going to get from your dad. You're not able to articulate it. You're not going to communicate it to your dad. But if you truly want a really cool relationship with your dad, put it down. Whatever it may be, just put it down. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Look up. Whatever you put down, I would say you're almost correct. Seriously. Whatever you just put down, and there's maybe about 40, 50 of you, I would say chances are, I'll wager, let's just say a bubble tea right now, that you did not put this up here. Whatever, I'm going to tell you what this is. Whatever that this is, I'm pretty sure that out of all of you did not put that up here. That's how certain I am. You might put down unconditional love, you might put down acceptance, you might put down encouragement, you might put down understanding, you might put down whatever it is that you put down. I don't know what you guys put down, but I know you did not put down that. Yeah. And if you don't have that, if you don't have whatever I'm going to tell you, if you don't have that, I would say you don't have a relationship with your dad. Plain simple. And to all the dads sitting here, if you don't have that, if you're not doing that, I would say you're not a dad. You could be an encourager, you could be a really understanding father, and you're a great father, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You could be like, man, I encourage my kids, I take them to piano lesson, I do all this other stuff, I'm always there for them, and for her, for my daughter, I teach them right and wrong. But, if you don't do that, I would say you are not a father. Are we cool? Much attention? We good? Let's go. Everybody say, let's go. Let's go. Go to your program. Nice and loud. Message, not the series, but just for today. I gave you a special reading. What do you want in a father? Take your pen. One word describes your relationship. One word describes your relationship. Please read Proverbs 30:11 next to loud. Please read it. There are those who curse their fathers. Take your pen. There are those who curse. So there are children who curse. Circle curse. I would say curse.
Curse.
Oh my goodness. Their fathers. Look up. There are those who curse their fathers. One word that describes it, and I were to ask some of you, give me one word that describes your relationship with father. I know for a fact some of my kids would use a curse word. And you guys don't get it, you guys don't understand. Father's Day is one of the toughest days in the whole year for some of my kids. I'm not talking about my kids in terms of my 3 boys. I'm talking about my kids in terms of my basketball warriors, and I treat them as my sons. I know for a fact how hard Father's Day is. And you're going to tell me, I don't get it, Pastor Ken. What are you talking about? Here's what I'm talking about. I have sons, I have spiritual sons whose father left them when they were born. Are you guys getting it? I have kids that's gone through my program, and I'm father to them. I consider them my son, every one of them, and their father checked out. And if I were to ask them, if you were to ask them, give me one word that describes your relationship with your dad, to those kids, those guys, they're going to say, F, whatever. It's all fact. I'm just saying, I'm letting you guys know. I'm letting you guys know. You might not you might not be from that background. That is a fact. Father's Day is the hardest day, and here's what they do. They would post on Facebook, and they would say, Happy Father's Day to the mothers. And then they would say, Mom, thank you for being a father. You know that void that's in your heart? But you know that you weren't good enough and your dad checked out because of you and left you? That void can never be filled. And the only thing that comes out is hatred and anger. Because it's a total disrespect, and not just disrespect, and not an acceptance of who you are, and the father checked out. I guess anything. So if I were to ask one word that describes your relationship with the father, some of us would say, curse. Curse word. Second, let's go. Colossians 3:21, nice and loud, please read. Fathers, do not embitter your children, or they will become discouraged. Take the pen. Fathers, do not embitter, circle the word embitter, your children. If you do, here's what they do. Here's what's going to become of them. They become what? Circle discouraged. Look up. How many are discouraged? If you were to give me one word, I ask you what's one word that describes your current relationship with your father, and some of you might be like, I'm better. I'm just better. I don't get along with my father. I'm not going to curse him. I understand my father, but I'm bitter. Why? Because he's always yelling at me. He's always saying I'm not good enough. He's always putting me down. And since he's always doing that, I get discouraged. And I don't like to be in front of him. And when he comes into the room and we're having dinner, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And I'm going to finish dinner as fast as I can. And I'm going to check out that room and go play my video games. Yes or no? Yes or no? When your father walks into the room, do you feel a little bit uncomfortable? Why are you uncomfortable? Why are you uncomfortable? Because he represents something to you. Because all those years of saying, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, there's this bitterness that grows within you. And you get discouraged. And you hate to be in the same room. Why do you hate to be in the same room? You feel like failure. I'm being real with you guys. True? Yes or no? True. Number 3. Another type of relationship. One word that describes relationship, please read Ephesians 6:1. Nice enough. Please read with me. Children, honor your father. Circle the word honor. Everyone say honor. Honor. Look up. Was that word? Did you put down that word? One word that describes your relationship? Did some of you put down? No. Honor your dad. Some of us do maybe. I don't know. You put that word honor is this. Simply this. I'll break it down very, very simple. Value. Everyone say value. Do you value your father? Think about it for a moment. Do you value your father? Or very difficult. So I just want to set that in place for now. One word that describes your current relationship. And here's what I would like to do today. I want to blow up that apart. I want to blow it all apart and then go back to what is that one thing that you should be looking for with that. And so many of us desire this one thing. And we're missing it. We don't get that one thing, then I don't have a relationship with my dad. My dad's not really a dad. I just want to kind of change it a little bit. Okay? Cool. All right, good. You get pen, follow me. Your father, point number 2. Please read 1 Corinthians 4:14 and 16. Nice one. Please read with me. My dear children, even though you have 10,000 guardians in Christ, you do not have any fathers. For in Christ Jesus, I became the father through the gospel. You have 3 fathers. You have your biological father, and then you have this. Follow me. My dear children. Circle dear children. You see? You see that? You see that? That the warmth that's being spoken, that's being shared. Because this is supposed to be, even though you have 10,000 guardians in Christ, that means even though you have like thousands and thousands of angels that surround you, that protect you, you do not have many fathers. Underline, you do not have many fathers. Now watch this. But in Christ, I became your father. Circle, I became your father. Through the gospel. Look up, please. Some of you don't have biological fathers. Your father checked out. Some of you maybe, your father passed away when you were very young. Maybe your father passed away when you weren't very young. And you still miss your dad. But there are 3 fathers that you have. Seriously. 3. One is your biological father. Are you guys getting me? And in the scripture, here's what the scripture says. The scripture says, more goes like this. My dear children, there's so many protection. Christ has so many protection. You have thousands and thousands of angels, that's what he says. And angels do exist. And angels surround you. And he goes at this, but you don't have any fathers. You go, I only have one. I only have one. What do you mean I don't have one? No, you're not having any fathers. But then Paul reminds all of us, myself included, that you have a spiritual father. My role is very simple. I am the spiritual father. And we said, oh, no, I only have one father. Yes, you only have one father. Let me make it very clear. Let me make it very, very clear. You only have one father in terms of your biological father. I'm not your biological father. I am your spiritual father. Thank goodness I'm not your biological father. I could put all of you through college and everything else. There goes my tuition. Okay, college tuition. But you want to know something truthfully? Truthfully? And I think that speaks for me, and some of you guys that know me. I treat these guys like my son. I treat my congregation like my son. My heart treats them like that's what it is. And when I see Jess and when I see Greg, and you gave me the honor to marry the 2 of you, that gave me great joy. And I look at you as like, oh, no older. But nevertheless, son to Lord. So we way. You have the third one. Third father. Please read Malachi 2:10. Nice to have. Please read with me. Have we not all one Father? Did not God create us? Take a pen. Have we not all one Father? Circle one Father. Did not one God create us? Circle one God create us. Let me attention first. Very simple, very fast. You have a biological father, and then you also have your pastor as your spiritual father. Then you have God who created all of us and each your heavenly Father. Now let's go back to that one question. What is it that we should be looking for? And I'm going to address that very, very soon. I want to show you a video. When you watch this video, I want you to ask yourself one question. How well do you know your dad right now? How well do you know your dad? Lights, please.
Daddy is the sweetest daddy in the world. Daddy is the most handsome, the smartest, the most clever, the kindest. He is my Superman. Daddy wants me to do well at school. Daddy is just great, but he lies. He lies about having a job. He lies about having money. He lies that he's not tired. He lies that he's not hungry. He lies that we have everything. He lies about his happiness. He lies because of me.
Right plate. Right plate. You guys scratch your eye? What's wrong? Question to everybody. Look up, please. Look up. Look up. How well do you know your dad? How well? That's my question. How well do you really know your father? This little girl really knows her father. She sees through all of life circumstances. She sees everything. And she's able to say, my dad lied in a very positive way, in a good way. I just want to ask my congregation, my family, how how well do you really know your father? Here's some test, here's some question. How well do you know your father's fears? Do you know what your father's afraid of? Do you know what your father's afraid of? Has he ever shared with you what's he afraid of? Have you ever asked what your father's afraid of? Do you know what gives your father's greatest joy? If you don't know what gives your father greatest joy, how well do you really know him? If you don't know his fears, if you don't know his joy, how well do you really know your father? I'm not saying you don't get along, guys. Listen up. I'm not saying you guys don't get along. But how well do you know? How well do you know your father in terms of his dreams, his aspirations? Do you know that every one of you sitting here have dreams? Every one of you sitting here have goals in life. Your father has goals. Your father has dreams in life as well too. No question. You guys know your father's deepest fears. What keeps him up late at night? Do you know your father's greatest joy? What gives him this wow feeling? Do you know your father's dreams and goals? Last question. Do you know your father's desire for you? What is your father's desire for you? If you can't answer those questions, then how well do you know your father? And you cannot say what this little girl is saying about father lies to her. She sees all of that. She sees through all of that. And that's an amazing, amazing little girl. She sees her father's struggle. She sees her father, every aspect of him, and she observes his life. And so when my father lies and says, I'm not hungry, she knows he gave something to her. When the father says, I have a job, it's because he doesn't want you to be afraid and be insecure. Like, oh my goodness, are we going to get kicked out of this apartment? It's the last time. You know, we're going to get to move again. Are you guys getting it? How well do you know your dad? That's a good question. Could you get pen, follow me, please? Look up. I don't want to go there. Look up. I don't want to go there. You guys all wrote something. What is one thing that you want in a father? Yell it out. Whatever it is, yell it out. Unconditional love. Yell it out. Role model. Cool. Yell it out. I just want to hear it.
Guidance.
Guidance. Cool. Trust. Cool. One thing that you have to have in a father. I'm also going to ask dad. If you don't do this one thing, you are not a dad. You can love, you can trust. If you don't do this one thing, you're not a dad. Because only dad can do this. Only dad can do this. I got about 50 of you. Here's my credit card. Anyone want to keep a wager that did not let this down? I make so much money. If everyone just says $1. Please just say $1. $1. Everybody say $1. Yes! Got it. Well, here's a wager. Every one of you is $1 with me. 10 to 1. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 to 1 odds. If you set this and you put this down and you wrote this down, I give you 10. If you didn't, every one of you owe me a $12. Everyone say cool. Please. Wait, who's your daddy? Who's your spiritual daddy? All right, stop. Let's go. Take your pen. Follow me. Please read Proverbs 3:11. Nice and loud. Please read with me. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke. Take your pen. A father's toughest road, discipline his children. A father's toughest road is to discipline his children. Follow me, please. My son, my daughter, do not despise, underline despise. Everyone say despise. The Lord's discipline, so-called discipline. Everyone say discipline. And do not resent, oh my goodness, underline do not resent. Is rebuke, similar, that's a synonym for discipline. Pay attention, please. Look up. Did any one of you put down the word discipline? Case closed. Did any one of you sitting right here put down the word discipline? That one thing that I want, that I look for, that I need from my father, you put down love, you put down all those good stuff. I'm watching the NBA Finals, the last game, Andre Iguodala. If you don't, fine, you don't know, it doesn't matter. proud dad. You know how I know it was proud dad? His little boy was maybe 5, 6 years old, and dad was MVP just voted, and dad was like doing interview, and all the spotlight was on the dad, and here's this little boy looking up to his father. Little boy looking up, and you should see the biggest smile on his face. He was so proud of his dad, so very proud. And you're like, man, I want that. You know what? Could you imagine your father's LeBron James or those basketball players? Could you imagine your father's Steph Curry? Could you imagine your father's Andre? It'd be so cool. You go to school and say, my dad, that's my dad. But if your dad's just your dad, your regular dad, you're like this. Not too close, Dad, please. That's my style. I know you guys. If your dad were to walk to school with you right now, you're, Dad, these are my friends. Come on. Yes or no? How many is no? Cool. The rest of you say, yeah, kind of? I don't know. If there's one thing, listen up. If there's one thing you want and you need and you should have, it's discipline from your dad. Think about it for a moment right now. It's the hardest thing. And fathers, you know it's the hardest thing to do. Yes or no? It's the hardest thing to do. And you know you have to do it, right? Yes or no? If you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. You can love your kid. You can love them unconditionally. You can trust them. You can say, I'm going to provide guidance. I'm going to do all of that. I'm going to accept them. Yes. But if you do not discipline your children, they are not your children. I'm not saying this. You know it. And the Bible says it. You can follow me. Please read Hebrews 12, Psalms 8, nice and loud. Please read it. Endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as sons. But what son is not disciplined by his father? If you are not disciplined, and everyone undergoes discipline, then you are illegitimate children and not true sons. Why discipline? It proves that you are his. Why discipline? It proves you, as a child, as son, as daughter, are his. Follow me, please. Endure hardship. Underline that. We don't like that. That's discipline. Circle discipline. I want to say discipline. God, your Father, is treating you, circle the word treating you, as what? Sons and daughters. That word sons is inclusive. That's an inclusive language. Now watch this. It asks a rhetorical question. For what son is not disciplined by his father? The obvious answer is all sons are disciplined by his father, by their fathers. Now watch this. If you are not disciplined, circle not disciplined, and again, the author of Hebrews goes with this, and everyone undergoes discipline, but if you're not being disciplined by your dad, then you are what? Illegitimate children. Circle that. And what? Not what? True son. Circle not true son. Let me have attention, please. Case closed. Very simple. One thing that you have to have, that you should desire to have, and that you should put down on your paper is the word discipline. But we don't like it. We hate that word. We hate that word discipline. Seriously, we hate that word. So we push it away. I want to take your perspective of your dad, and I want dad's perspective of you. I want to change your relationship, how to look at your dad. Are you guys getting me? That's what today's all about. All of us know that Michael here has 2 lovely kids. All of us know that Coach Joe has 2 lovely kids, lovely boys. Eric, too. Eric, he's the man. He has 3. Man. Now, look up, please. Can I go and correct your children and discipline your children? Yes or no? No. I can't. If I see the kid act out a little bit, I'm going to say, hey, don't run, take it easy, share a little. But if I were to, not just merely take it easy, don't run. If I were to try to discipline, I can't even discipline my own nephew because that's my brother's job. Are you guys getting me? How many of you are nieces and uncles right now? Yes. Can you really discipline your nieces and uncle? Or you can correct, you care, you love, but at the end of the day, who disciplines the child? The father and the mother. If you know it, and I know it. You know it, and I know it. And here's what the Bible says. Every one of us undergoes Who does not? Right here. Right here. So when I would love to talk to this guy, he says like, no, anyone else undergoes this. I said, no. I know that some of us hate discipline. We don't accept discipline, and we don't want discipline. So therefore, not really everybody undergoes discipline. But what the author says is this: if you're a true son, you will be disciplined. If you're not being disciplined by your dad, and you don't accept discipline, you're illegitimate. You're not really a true son. Why discipline, guys? Look up. It proves you are his. It proves you are his. It's hard. It's very hard. That's the first point. Second point. What is your attitude when your father disciplines you? Please read Hebrews. This whole passage is from Hebrews. It talks about discipline. It talks about your relationship with your father, your heavenly father, as well as your earthly father, as well as with me, your spiritual father, as pastor. What should your attitude be? Please read Hebrews 12:9. Nice and loud. Please read with me. Moreover, we have all had human fathers who disciplined us, and we respected them for it. How much more should we submit to the Father of our spirits and live? Moreover, we have all had human fathers who disciplined us, circle discipline. And we what? What's the word? Liars! Liars, circle the word respected. Liars. And we respected them for it. How much more should we submit, circle the word submit, to the Heavenly Father? Look up, please. What should your attitude be when your father disciplines you? What does the Bible say? Nice and loud?
Yes.
Do you?
No.
Not me. I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Why not? I'll tell you why not next part. But here's what the Bible says. If your father does not discipline you, you are not true sons and daughters. Do you know what's the hardest thing that your father has to go through? It's to discipline you. That's the hardest thing. As a father, I'm going to tell you right now, I have 3 boys. The hardest thing for me to do is to discipline them. You know how easy it is for me to walk away from my career and to be a pastor? I struggle with that. But that's easy compared to having to discipline my boys. You know how easy it is for a lot of fathers to be a dishwasher? Just to get a job, any job, to pay and provide for the family? Any able fathers would do that for the children. Any able fathers would do that. They would sweat, they would give their lives to the children. Any able fathers would do that for their children. You don't have to ask. I shouldn't say any. Many. I should say many. But you know what's the hardest thing for a father? To discipline. Do you know why? He does not want to lose you. Because you resent it. You hate it. There's a resentment that comes out. It says right away at the beginning, it says, children, do not resent, do not despise correction. But every part of us, that's the hard part. You know what's your father's hardest thing to do is to discipline you. That's the only thing that he has to do, is be a father. He could do everything else for you, and he would not be a dad. So what discipline is. So you're going to say, Pastor Ken, what does discipline, what does that mean? It means correction. It doesn't mean taking like a little ping pong paddle or something like that. It doesn't mean that at all. It means correction. It means rebuke. It means to say, hey, you need to be tutored a little bit more. It means education. It means reasoning. It also means to restrain you. It also means to check you, to hold you accountable. It also means taking away certain privileges. All of that. And we don't like it. We don't like it. Scripture is very clear. Take your pen. Your attitude should be respectful, but we're not. What is the process of discipline? Please read Hebrews 12:10. Nice and loud. Please read with me. Our fathers disciplined us for a little while as they thought best, but God disciplines us for our good, that we may share in His holiness. Get that? What's the process of discipline? Is to train up your character. That's the bottom line. Why does your dad want to discipline you? Because you are his, and he wants to train your character. Follow me, please. Our fathers discipline us. Circle with discipline. for a little while as they thought best, underline as they thought best. But God disciplines us. Circle disciplines us for our what? Good. Underline that. And that we may share in His holiness. Circle her holiness. Give your attention, please. That's it. There's a process that takes place. Your Father desires your character growth. He loves you unconditionally. He accepts you the way you are. He wants the best for you, but He also wants you to grow in your character. And the way to go about that is discipline. And that's what it says here. I got a last video for today. May I have the next one?
How easy it is for us to forget what it was like when we were once family. The times we shared. How easy it is for us to forget and to love.
Nate, say fine.
How easy it is for us to forget how to smile. It's easy to forget. But it's even harder not to love.
Please read Hebrews 12:11. Nice and loud, please read it. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. You can follow me. No discipline, that means all discipline seems painful. It's not pleasant. Talk about painful. It's not pleasant. Now watch this. Later on, you give it time, you stay with it. It produces a harvest of righteousness. Talk about righteousness. I want to say righteousness. And peace. I think there will be characteristics of goodness, righteousness, and peace within you in the relationship. For those who have been what? Trained. Talk about trained. Look up, please. I think it's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do. You take a bunch of guys, you put them in the gym, at a workout place. You said, you know what? How do you grow your pecs? And how do you grow your arms? How do you grow your quads? And how do you grow your calves? Whatever body part. Go through a regimen. Go through a regimen in 6 months. You improve. You improve. But you know what? It takes a lot of pain. Yeah. But who's going to push you in that time? You have a trainer. You have a personal trainer. You put a bunch of volleyball players and you put them in the room, and 6 months later, you have a good coach, and the coach pushes you, the coach pushes you, pushes you, and then 6 months later, you might be a little better. So you have people that you go to. The teacher pushes you, the teacher disciplines you. If you don't bring in your homework, the teacher goes like this. Hey, that's going to be an F. So the teacher disciplines you, but it's hard. It's hard. We don't like it, but then yes, over time, something good happens from that. Your mentors, they challenge you. One person that cannot do this is that. Because we push our dads away. Yes or no? When our dad disciplines us, we push him away. We don't know. When the pastor disciplines you, so easy to push away. When God, that's when Father disciplines us in worship, we push God away. No, God is love. God is love. We would never do this. No, not true. God disciplines us in love. Why? Because we're something to us. The hardest thing for me was the discipline. Not just my family, but my church family. You know that. My basketball guys know that. My basketball guys knows that discipline. I'll give you a very quick example. A few of my guys were not doing well in terms of their character. They were selfish. And I see it. When you're selfish, it affects the team. Yes or no? Yes. So you have the discipline. And then when you're disciplined, after once, and they don't listen, what do? Do I stop or do I continue? You tell me. Do I stop discipline or do I continue discipline? If I stop being a father, a spiritual father, you know. But if they don't listen, you stop, right? No, I have to continue. I have to continue. So I discipline the second time. Discipline the third time. You know what I have to do? To the extent that I have to say no, you cannot come to championship game. Championship. 3 players I said no to. You cannot come. I will not invite you to the championship game. We're undefeated. We're the best record. We're the best offense. We're the best defense. We got a bye going into the championship. And I made a decision. It took me weeks because we had bye weeks. And I said this to myself. Seriously. So you guys know my heart. Sons. If I treat them as sons, not as discipline. Very simple. And I said yes. If I don't consider them as sons, then I just want a trophy. So easy. Yes or no? Ready? Right? If I want a trophy, and I'm also thinking about the family. I'm also thinking about the guys that put in so much hard work. I'm also thinking about guys that says, man, I'm sticking to this thing, and we won a championship. I could have so easily just gone like this. Everyone comes, let's display, let's get the championship. Everyone celebrate, and then we'll deal with it later. So simple. No, then I would not be dad. I would not be spiritual father. I would not be pastor. I would not be coach. I'm not going to sell that. Hardest thing for fathers to do is what? Discipline. If I stop disciplining, I stop being pastor, coach. So it's simple at the end of the day. 3 guys got let go in the championship game. We lost by 6 points, something like that, 8 points, whatever. We would have won, you bet you. You bet you. You bet you. Is it worth it? Yes. Yes, it's worth it. Totally worth it. Why? Because it's not just about this trophy. It is about producing this character within us. And the Bible says righteousness and peace. There's something far greater than what that. Are you guys getting me? So the hardest thing for you and for me is to face discipline. You check out real fast. If coach does not love me, I'm checking out real fast. If coach tells me to run some more sprints, I'm checking out. You discipline those who we love as sons. Cool? Let's finish. What is the purpose of discipline? For you to reach your potential. for you to reach your potential. Please read Hebrews 12:12. Nice and loud. Let's finish. Therefore, strengthen your feeble arms and weak knees. Make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. You see this? This is so important. It follows the whole entire passage. Why discipline? Improves your children. What's your attitude? One of respect. What's the process? It's to train your character. And now watch this. Why? Why? What is the purpose of this whole thing about discipline? For you to reach your potential. And it ends with this. Hebrews 12:12. Follow me, please. You gotta get this. Therefore. Look at the word therefore. That's a key important word. Everyone say therefore.
Therefore.
Strengthen. Ah, I love that. Underline strengthen. Your feeble arms. Look at the word feeble. Everyone say feeble. Weak knees. Look at the word weak. Now watch this. Make level, underline level. That means, yeah, we chose a straight path. Why? So that, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. Circle healed. Give me your attention, please. If you guys get anything today, this is last one. If you guys get anything today, this is last one. It is so powerful. Just give me 60 seconds. Because therefore, strengthen your feeble arms and your weak knees and all that stuff. This is me. What does this mean? Feeble arms, weak knees, and make level your path so that you could be healed. Therefore, so it's not taken out of context, it continues. It's as children. Be respectful, submit, listen to them. What's the process? For your character to come out, build up the character. So then therefore, catch this now. Look up. Real question. They're all real. Be truthful. This moment is critical for you. How many of you consider yourself to be lazy? Thank you. Good. Respond right here. Maybe not in all, but in certain areas, yes or no? In certain areas, yes or no?
Yes.
Huh? If you're lazy, can you be your best? No. And that's what this is saying. And that's what the author of Hebrew is saying. You need discipline. You need someone to push you. You need someone not just to, yeah, I love you, I accept you. Yeah, unconditionally I will be there. No, you need someone to train you. That's what discipline is. And that word trains, so then that spiritual laziness, you don't want to do anything. And then dad's looking at you, he's like, come on! No, let's go. No. Then he goes, all right, not discipline. So that last phrase is an image, is an illustration. You are weak, son. You are weak, my daughter. You're so weak. You're so weak. Strengthen your arms, strengthen your legs. So he's using this analogy, go work out, come on. Be someone, reach your potential. And so what the author is saying right now, you guys are so lazy. You're just sitting there. You're letting your life go by. And I'm your father, and I care, and I love you. The only thing I can do is to discipline you, but you hate it when I discipline you. So you push me away, and then when you push me away, then I cannot discipline you. And then when I cannot discipline you, then I'm lesser of a man, then I'm no longer a father. So when you push me away from your life, I'm not a father anymore. So then therefore I'm not a father. Because you don't let me be the father. And only a father can discipline a child. But you don't understand that. And then until you understand that, until you can respect me, that I'm your dad, that I can discipline you, then you're able to say, all right, train me up so then I can be strong. I'm not lazy anymore. Lazy in my character, self-centeredness. I guess that is. And that's why I didn't care about to discipline 3 of my best players and lose the championship game. Because I want something better for them. Not because I was punishing anybody. And it's not just my players, it's my congregation as well too. I have to have disciplined other men. This church and other churches as well, but now I'm in a position of leadership. Are you guys getting it? All out of the best for the person. Because I see it. Laziness. Let's go. Let's go. And I can't exalt, I can't encourage, and then after a while, I just no, can't. It's not be a dad in that sense. And you risk that every day when you make that decision. And your father, listen, your father risks that with you every moment of his life when he disciplines you. End with this real quickly. I asked a sister in Christ, she's a Christian, I said, what's one thing you look for in a dad? She goes, unconditional love. I said, what else? Acceptance. What else? Encouraging. What else? I go, how about discipline? She goes, my dad has never disciplined. I said, why not? I said, he's afraid to lose you. He's afraid to lose you. I said to her, in all sincerity and confidence and goodness of my heart, you need to be corrected. She was sure, I made mistakes. I said, who's best to correct you and discipline you? Who best knows you? Who best knows all your weaknesses? And who best, despite all your weaknesses, still loves you? Unconditional. Who best? So this week, today, can I ask you to just do 2 things? Just 2 things. I love you guys so very much. I know some of you guys have this issue with your dad. Can I ask you 2 things? Number 1, you don't have to go get a card. Get a card if you want to. Get a piece of paper and just write down something for your dad. From your heart. Wherever that is. Constantly. Okay? That's number 1. Second thing is within that card, thank your dad that he tried to discipline. And thank you. Regardless of the right or not, but thank you for it. Those 2 things. Write whatever you want to write, and then at the end it says, Dad, thank you for trying to discipline. In your own words, leave it alone. We're going to get some edible flowers, whatever fruits, fine. Not necessary. Not necessary. True. Leave it on his desk. If you don't want to give somebody, hey, Dad, look what I got for you. If you're not comfortable with that, don't be cool. Leave it on his desk. I'm telling you. If you do that, man, the Lord will bless you and your father to do so much. The relationship will change. Let's pray. Father, you're so awesome, Father. You are our Father. And I praise you, Lord. I thank you. I thank you for the men of our congregation, the fathers of our congregation, who has us also very tough. Father, it's so easy to love our families and it's so easy to work hard for our families, Lord. But when it comes to discipline, you know it's very difficult. You know us so very well because we are a people of independent will, sometimes so rebellious that no one could really say